As I was trying to say at the end of the last video, Banjo-Kazooie has a maze which is not too long, mainly because it's a timed maze. It's only 30 seconds long.
I guess that's okay.
You have to get through the maze before time runs out, so that's a variation on the maze idea. So Indy found where the Grail is, and Marcus knows where Indy's father is. And Marcus apparently fell into the ocean as well.
They just really wanted to use that dripping water animation again.
I'm thinking that the only real means of transportation between places is that circus train, and everybody who goes inside the train gets wet because they're all carrying water. How do you pronounce that? Iskandarun?
I don't know. Don't worry, it's not a real place. We won't offend any of the Iskandaronians.
But it's on the border of two different countries, evidently. So.
No. We're not there yet. Right now we're on the border. We're in the castle where Indy's father is being held captive.
Wolfenstein now, apparently.
It's a Nazi fortress, apparently, and they're holding Indiana Jones Sr.
Okay, now we might not be able to do Harrison for voice, but if one of us can't muster a Sean Connery voice, then we're just gonna need to make like that guard get punched out by each other.
I can do a Sean Connery voice. I'm sure we can do that.
Well, okay, let me clarify. A good Sean Connery voice.
Never mind.
Wait, is this another maze?
It's another maze, and Indy
Oh no!
He has to...
Well, elsewhere in the castle.
Okay, good. Plot.
I could not tell what that dog was for a second. I got very concerned.
It's a dog.
It looks like it's wearing some sort of yellow costume.
Yes.
A dog dressed as a Pikachu.
So this is the Nazi who's in charge of the castle.
The dog?
We will see the dog later on, but this is Colonel Vogel, and we'll be seeing him later on. Indy will be going inside that room. But right now he's going through all the various rooms and getting all sorts of items to solve all the various puzzles in the castle. The puzzles are mostly getting past...
it looks like there's a lot of rooms through there.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be skipping about half of the rooms, but he has to solve the puzzles like getting past the drunk Nazi. And now he's
that really shouldn't be so difficult.
Yes. Now he's going to fill the beer stein with beer. So he can get the...
No. Fill it with, like, fire. Just scoop up some of those coals. That'll take care of it.
No, he wants to put out the coals so he can grab the roast boar so he can feed it to the Pikachu dog. So he can sneak into the cabinet and take the top secret files. And this animation goes on for a long time, so figure out something to say.
You know, Michael, whenever someone asks for that on cue, like, hey, you're a comedian, say something funny. You know, you get punched in the face, or people just walk off, or they say something really dumb, like, something funny. Or they just blather aimlessly until the animation's over.
I think there was an episode of Full House about that topic.
Which one? I can talk about
Full
Full House.
Uncle Joey brings home his comedian girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
Remember? Oh, it was he had introduced her to the family before she showed up by saying that she was the most hilarious person that he's ever met, and then they were all expecting her to be hilarious, and she was very embarrassed and said that.
Aww.
And that you are the funniest person they'll ever meet in their whole entire lives.
You told them that I'm funny? That was what I was afraid of.
Well, you are funny. What's wrong with that?
Well, yeah, to you and to my friends and on stage. But whenever I'm around new people and they expect me to be funny, I get all flustered and nervous. I clam up. I sweat in places I didn't even know had glands.
Oh, it's a guard.
Do them command.
Yeah, it's a guard. He's going to have to get past this guard.
It was an important life lesson.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yes,
They...
he made the fine leather jackets quip. That makes me happy. Or at least it was available.
Yes.
Stole that from Monkey Island.
No, he's going to be saying that to a later person. You have to have different ways to distract the different guards, and one of the guards wants to buy a fine leather jacket, so...
Oh wait, that's an actual thing?
I don't know
He
if
is
you guys
going to
got
sell...
that because with that Raiders of the Lost Ark reference.
Yes, a nice Raiders of the Lost Ark reference. And he's getting a servant's uniform because that gets him past another guard.
Okay, so show of hands from our viewers. Are you watching this because you are interested in seeing this game? Because you just like hearing our commentary? Because you like hearing our commentary about the game? Because you're stuck in a room with someone else watching this and you have nothing else to do? Discuss.
I think it's because they're all Full House fans, and they want to find out about this lost episode with Uncle Joey.
Right, well, they saw the Full House tag on the video, and they got really excited.
Yeah.
Oh, there's leather jackets.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing the Nazis all speak English.
I think...
Wow, I'm so used to the leather jackets joke from Monkey Island, it boggles my mind that it's the actual answer in a game.
So that's... Well, this is before Monkey Island, so Monkey Island is making a reference to this game. That was one of my problems with Monkey Island, is because it would have jokes like the leather jacket joke, which it feels like it's a reference to something I don't understand, and so I'm not laughing.
But the thing is, Michael, I think we established in another video that you've got a different sense of humor than a lot of people, apparently. Whoa!
Wait, what?
Censored. I guess he changed his clothes.
He changed his
Right
clothes, and they had to censor it out. And is this another guard he's going to have to fool somehow? Yes, another guard he has to fool. Okay, so he's giving him a painting, so the guard will give the painting to Colonel Volstein, or whatever the colonel's name was.
This looks like it would really not be a fun puzzle to solve, like this entire area.
Especially right after the last maze puzzle, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of a bad combination.
I think what's bad is that you can't see the entire maze. You can only see a little bit of it, so you'd actually have to draw it out yourself in order to get anywhere, which seems like a pain.
Well, it doesn't look like the maze itself is so complicated, just all of the doors that you may or may not have visited if you're not doing them at all systematically. And Michael, to your point about Monkey Island, I don't know, Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're usually pretty good about not referencing other things aside from other Monkey Island games and occasionally other LucasArts games.
I think that's fair to say. Yeah, I don't think they have a lot of inside jokes. Well, that you'd only get. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They do have a lot of Monkey Island.
Yes, they do.
A lot of inside jokes, but not a lot of external.
Yeah.
Aw, okay.
So I think the problem was then that you shouldn't start on Tales of Monkey Island without playing any of the other ones.
Yeah, that's probably. Well, I think Tales of Monkey Island is a good entry for somebody who's never played any of the games whatsoever and isn't really much into adventure games, but ideally you'd want to start with an earlier Monkey Island.
Right. Well, I would suggest that someone start with the special edition of Monkey Island 1, because now you have the, at least slightly more modern graphics and voice work Whereas I think, more modern day gamers would kind of be turned off by the extreme old schoolness of Monkey Island 1. And what is going on right now?
Punch, punch, punch.
Indy is, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's aiming below the belt with some of those punches.
Yeah, he really is. Or maybe he's, like, trying to grab for the utility belt to use for himself.
Trying to grab for something.
Stuff. I could never stand these punching sections. Like, it was fun in Blades of Steel for the NES, a hockey game where you could just punch people instead of playing the game.